Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, Ulezi the Advocate, and I am Dr. Nasiah Cirincione-Ulezi. Today I am recording on, I'll call it a strategy that I use with my clients that I work with. And as many of you know, I work with children and adults who have intellectual and developmental disabilities. And one of the things that my clients often find very challenging is processing emotions and different thoughts and feelings. So I picked up this particular strategy that I'm going to share with you probably around 10-15 years ago, and I have found it extremely effective. Not only helping individuals that I work with who have intellectual disabilities, but I also use it in my work with typically developing young children, and I use this strategy myself. So hopefully, because I have a mix of viewers, everyone will find this information very useful. It is the concept of green thoughts and red thoughts. Let me explain further. Green thoughts, red thoughts. And if you look at my visual here, I have my green thoughts and I have a little smiley face under my green thoughts, and I have my red thoughts, and you can see a little frown face. There's a reason for that. That smiley face under green thoughts is because green thoughts are used with this strategy to identify those thoughts that make us feel energized, they make us feel happy and relaxed. So when we think about our green thoughts, we're thinking about those thoughts that help us to feel happy, they help us to feel good. What are some of our green thoughts? And what I want you to remember is green thoughts are different for everyone. But typically with the population that I work with, when we have our green thoughts, we're often thinking of family, friends, loved ones, our pets. We could think of special places, special events, but really it's whatever makes any individual feel good when they think about it. On the flip side, we have our red thoughts. And let me back up a little bit. I'm not using the smiley face and the frown face to say either one of the thoughts are bad or good. I'm using those to kind of depict how they make us feel. So when you see the frowning face for red thoughts, it's really trying to help an individual understand that when they think this thought, it makes them feel frustrated or sad or angry or confused. And whenever I teach this, I use a lot of very vivid visuals because it helps individuals understand the concept. And with our red thoughts, what sorts of things happen that really push us into that red thought zone? It could be having a disagreement or an argument with someone. It could be someone saying no to something we want. It could be missing someone that we love or care about, and it could be feeling lonely. And again, what I'm going back to is it's unique to each individual person. All this framework does is give an individual a more concrete way of understanding thoughts that make them feel happy and thoughts that make them feel frustrated, bad, upset. Those thoughts that are more associated with negative emotions. Now, truly, the goal of this particular strategy is to really help the individual understand what to do. So we're teaching how to identify this very negative thought that gives us some bad feelings, and we want to help the individual learn how to move to feeling better. So how can we do that? The way I do it is I teach, okay, we have our red thoughts, and when I'm teaching it, I let everyone know, red thoughts, we all have them. From time to time, we all have thoughts that make us feel really bad. Our job is to move from that red thought into the green thought. And guess what? This is not just for people with intellectual disabilities or developmental disabilities. This is a strategy, again, I use for myself. So when you're having a red thought, what can you do? You can try your best to move to a green thought. And how do we do that? Well, some of the things that I have taught, and I have individuals help me come up with what they can do to move from a red thought to a green thought. It's included taking some deep breaths when you are having red thoughts. Maybe looking at some photos of happy memories to pull yourself from that red thought to the green thought. Listening to music, talking to a friend, or just relaxing in your room. It's whatever you need to do to help you move from that place where you're thinking thoughts that put you in that really bad feeling mood to getting you to thoughts where you feel better or feel really good. Okay, I want to thank you all for joining me, and hope you can stop by again. Peace and blessings.